Hey everyone, I am Jay Weezy here, and I just want to touch base on what if we had an Orc 2 and future updates. I want to talk about what if we had Orc 2, what I would like to have in the game. I also would like to talk about the pros and cons, what I would like to see, my expectations, and also what if we can make the community better in Orc 1 so that we can avoid the same mistakes we made in Orc 2. So I'm going to start off with saying if we had Orc 2, I would like to see if L2 is okay, but I would like to see L2 go down to a minimum. At least the Samurai Edge, as we know, was freaking OP. Not only was it fast, it was also powerful. So when you L2, for example, if you went Leon, you pop Super Soldier. You L2, if you're Nikolai or even Hunk, you lose a huge chunk of life. And the concept, I like the concept of L2, considering the fact that if you run out of your primary gun, you can just switch to your secondary gun and kind of guarantee that you get that kill. But it needs to be a way that we could bring L2 to a bare minimum. I also would like to talk about the infinite cutting. Now the infinite cutting, in a way, is not that bad to me. However, a lot of people I know don't like infinite cutting, and I guess that's fine. I think the quick knife, however, I think there should be like a certain button or way that you can quick knife at least twice or 3 times at the most. Because I mean, once you lose your ability, and you can just pretty much infinite cut as much as you want until your ability come back. Or for example, if you're someone like Jill, you can just place the laser trap mines on the wall and just go ahead and go ham with the infinite cut, or even Nikolai with frag mines, Carlos, etc. So I would like to see infinite cut be brought down, the brutal killing. I would also, it'll be fun to see new brutal kills in Orc 2. I already know if you make an Orc 2, I mean, you gotta have new, or you have to have new brutal kill features. That is a no-brainer. So that would be pretty cool, pretty interesting to see. It'll also be interesting to widen the variety of characters. I know a lot of people wouldn't oppose to that one. A variety of characters. Maybe you can even keep heroes mode the same, but maybe just add some new features to it. Maybe some new maps, of course, new characters. Team attack was good. Maybe we might even get some new modes. You never know. We might get some new modes that may make the game a lot fun. But me, I'm a Heroes player. As if most people know, I'm a Heroes player, and that's my game right there. But Team Attack Biohazard and Survivor was also fun. Survivor being not so competitively considered by the community, but Orc overall was definitely a competitive game and fun game if you gave it a chance. What I would also like to see that we don't want to see the same mistakes made with the glitches, with the ability switches. As we know, all that shit is fucking ridiculous. But if we can get rid of it, and to be honest with you, if Orc itself, if the first Orc, if you could really, if they really would have just got rid of the glitches and the right to ability switch, I believe that the game would still be thriving today. And there's no excuses as far as the game can't thrive. The game is dead because, well, you look at Super Smash Bros. Melee, it's been going 15 years plus strong, and no excuses there. So they've been playing underground for a very, very long time, and Melee has come up, and I think Orc has the potential to do that. I just think Orc is just heavily slept on because it had a lot of problems. It had a lot of glitches. The lag was horrible. I mean, you can lag out at any given moment. Have a good match and you can lag out at any given moment. It was always hard to set up certain privates because certain people couldn't connect to that private, or it was a connection error, or maybe the netcode was just very, very bad. So the netcode, yes, the netcode, I'm pretty sure that they can improve. My only downside to this is that Capcom hasn't been doing too good as far as rating goes. As we see, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite wasn't too great. Street Fighter 5 was It was okay. But I think with Orc, you can change all that. I think with Orc 2, I think you can have a whole new look on competitive shooting games because, I mean, Call of Duty and Halo is great, but if you are a real Orc fan, if you've played Orc, and if you've seen the matches that we had, I mean, if you've been in one of those matches at top level where you're just going at it, you're playing smart, teamwork is very, very important. The game is hella fun, man. The game is hella fun, especially at high level if you played it. Or even if you're just playing for fun. Even if you're just playing for fun and you just have friends that you just want to play with, that's even fun as well. So I would like to see that. Maybe even in Orc 2, we may even see, maybe just not spec out USS, we might even see like 2 other teams or that 3rd team. Maybe you just have a option of picking which team you want to be on. And as far as if they have a heroes mode, the whole team thing I like, but I think it would be cool if there was a way that they have like a 1v1 mode and then you have your heroes mode. Like if we could get a heroes mode and we can get like a 1v1 mode, even with the classic characters, we can get some new spec up characters, some new USS characters, or even a different team, whichever one they prefer. I think that would be really, really cool. I think there'll be a new feature, and I think making 1v1s will be a little bit easier than it would be in Orc 1. So I would like to see that in the game. I also would like to see new movement mechanics. A new movement mechanic. Maybe even less of the BS with the zombies and the hunters. But then again, that comes part with the game, and that's what makes the game unique. The zombies, trying to get around the zombies, the hunter, the licker, just to kill your opponent. So I like that aspect. A lot of people may not, just the fact that you are dealing with a lot of stuff went on the battlefield when it comes to Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. I believe all that was what makes the game special. Is what makes Resident Evil, because if you think about it, if you took the hunters, lickers, zombies, tyrant, would it really be Resident Evil? You'd just be characters just pretty much going head to head. So it wouldn't give us that Resident Evil feel if they took out the hunter, tyrant, zombies, and licker. I mean, we probably would have to call it something else then. So that's why I think Orc is unique in its own way, because it's not like you just have to focus on your enemy, on your opponent. You also have to focus on everything around you, and that's what I like about the game. It keeps you on your toes 24/7. Your movement has to be crisp. This game is one of those games where you can't really just get on and just, you know, not focus on movement or getting out of sticky situations, because once that zombie and hunter got you in a circle, not to mention if you also have to deal with your opponent, you could be a great danger. So I wouldn't take that feature out, only because it's Resident Evil. It wouldn't be Resident Evil without those zombies, hunters, lickers, etc. But I also would like to see, if they do a campaign mode, which I really don't care for, but if they do a campaign mode, and Orc is all about what if they do a campaign mode, I hope they make it more appealing and make the storyline at least a little bit better. And maybe even, if you even want to make it continue from Lupo, when they had to assassinate Leon, when their mission was to assassinate Leon, you can even make a part 2 out of that, but just make the story a little bit interesting. I really don't know how much you can go into depth when it comes to Resident Evil 2 and 3, because that's where Orc takes place. It's a what if this happened around the Resident Evil 2 and 3 era, but it would be kind of cool, because Orc is still a what if game. So if you made an Orc 2, you can still continue it being a what if game. I would just hope the campaign is at least appealing to play, if there is going to be a campaign. But do I think it's necessary? I mean, maybe for the average casual fans of the Resident Evil franchise, maybe. But as far as do we need one? Not necessarily, because Orc itself didn't really thrive off campaign. It really thrived off online. Is what it really thrived off. So I don't really say that we need it, but if we do have it, it would be fun to have, and maybe just the extra options to have, and the casuals may even enjoy it. A campaign mode. So I'm not opposing to a campaign. Also, I think the pros and cons to it. The pros is that of Orc 2 is that we may have old players coming back, we may have old teams coming back, and even new teams coming back, and we may even be able to turn Orc 2 into a real esports if the community gets together and we can do it. It just can't be on one person's shoulder in order to get that done. We could continue it from Orc 1 kind of convince, or maybe we can at least show like, hey, Orc still has a potential. Orc 2 can also have potential just like Orc 1 can. But like I said, Capcom, working with Capcom, it's like you know, kind of had two flops when it came to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and also Street Fighter V didn't really have as many, you know, raids as it should have. Not saying the game is doing bad, but it didn't have as much as it should have. But Capcom working on Orc 2 could be a good thing for the community. I would say it would be good for the community. Also, I want to go ahead and touch up on a few updates. I will be releasing videos Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday I may stream just to kind of hang out with everybody, see what everybody's doing. Maybe you'd like to join and play. Maybe we can get some 1v1s in, or maybe we can get a, you know, public going, or maybe even a clan battle even. I don't have a team, but hey, finding 3 extra people probably wouldn't be hard for me. So just stay updated, and for anyone who has watched this video, and go ahead and like, go ahead, subscribe, share if you can, and let's go ahead and see what we can do for the Orc community, man. It takes a community to get the community going. It takes a community to get the game rolling. So I say, if as a community we get together, we can actually do this. We can actually revive Orc to a certain degree. I know a lot of people may not come back, and that's okay. A lot of people don't have to come back. We don't need everyone to come back, but there are new players who are playing this game. There's new players almost every day who gets on this game. So if we can keep the momentum up, if we can get enough people recording, if we can get enough people playing, if we can get enough people to just, you know, be inspired to play the game again even, you know, I think that would be a good thing. And I think we'll be one step closer to getting that Orc 2. Not only that, we'll be one step closer to getting our own esports platform. And I think that would be a good thing, because Orc really deserves it. But regardless of what anybody says, Orc deserves its own platform. To me personally, I just think that if we have enough people who can prove that Orc is a worthy game to being in that spot, I think we can do it. So that's all I had to say about that. Thank you for watching. Just go ahead and subscribe, like, and share if you can, and I will be seeing you next time. Hey, Jay Weezy is out.